If this episode resonated, please share it with another mum who might need it. Follow us on socials at Burnout Mamas.
Check out our journey and we will help you to reconnect with yourself again. Please subscribe and download to all our episodes. It helps us a ton and keeps this podcast going.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone, to the Burnout Mamas podcast. We're your hosts,
Paisley
and Isla,
sisters, mums, and the founder of Burnout Mamas.
Right, today, what have we got to talk about, Paisley?
This is a really good topic, actually, I think, for both of us, and it's about losing your identity as a mum. So we're gonna,
it's a really big topic because it's like
I just had brain fog.
I had brain fog just like the start of it. This is about being a burnt out mama.
Perimenopausal.
I was like, is she going to carry on talking or is she just going to pause?
And this is what happens when you're a mum. You lose your absolute identity of who you were before you were a mum.
Well, this actually really resonates with me at the moment because obviously I've just had a baby. He's just turned 4 months, and we're just going to kind of talk about like stuff that's happened to us that hopefully you guys can relate to, and like what's happened to us and how we found ourselves. How to get it back, really.
Like, have you ever looked in the mirror and just thought, I just don't recognise that person anymore? I feel like I'm coming out the other side, but I felt like that a lot. It took a lot out of me having children, and I really did think, is this it now?
Oh gosh, I know. And I think also when it's your first as well, it is like something has just hit you. It's like a train has hit you, isn't it? Because you're so not prepared to what you're going to go through emotionally, to what you do go through. It's crazy,
no one
isn't it?
Can prepare you. It's like that unwritten rule.
It is.
I mean, I think firstly, who were we before motherhood? So who was Isla? Who was Paisley?
Who is
Who
Isla?
are you guys? If you really write this down, do you feel like the same person?
I'm definitely not the same person. I feel now I carry a lot more anxiety than what I did before.
It's the responsibility of it, isn't it?
Yeah, and I actually still have this fear now, Paisley. When I was in Thailand, I was so fearless. I can't actually believe what me and my friends did. Like it was like what I did then, I would never ever do now. You're the same when you went to Thailand, weren't
you?
We
surprised.
Went on pairs. Like
still here.
There was one thing. I don't know if you went to this, Paisley, but I went with the girls. We went to this like mountain place, and there was like stones with a big drop, and you had to jump over the stones. There was literally nothing underneath. There was nothing. And I literally fear now. I even think of it. If I just slipped, I would have just died. Like, or if you trip at like, do you know what I mean? And I was like,
we got in a canoe. Was it one of those big long boats to go to Koh Phangan? And we had no mobiles then, and the waves were like as high as the house. And I was like, this is going to be it. Like there was nothing, and just to get to an island that was remote, they had no roads there at the time. We're talking, I'm ancient, about over 20 years ago. So yeah, I mean, I just won't put myself in those positions.
I would never do it now, and I feel like I carry so much more anxiety. Like, and I feel like when you do have children, this is when we've talked about before in the podcast, you kind of lose yourself. They come number one. We then are number two.
I believe you were still inside, but you think about things in a different way. Once the children go to school, and this is what I found, I'm starting to pick back me again. I'm getting the real drive of the career person that I was before I had children. But when I had them in the early stages, I was not interested, not in not working, but my priority was being a mum, bringing up those children. But obviously, as the more time I've got now, I want to fulfill my goals, my dreams. I still question, like, if I had all the money in the world, would I want to be doing this? But I think I would, because it's that purpose to get up every day and have those challenges of achieving challenges.
Yeah.
And everything I do is for my children. So,
and I actually said to
yeah.
myself, would I? That's such a funny thing,
Did
because I think
you?
you question yourself and you think,
What
if
am I
I
doing this
had all the
for?
money in the world, would I be doing this job? And my question still was the same. I think I would, because
There's certain things I wouldn't do.
yeah, there's certain things I would do as well.
I would sack off straight away.
Yeah, but I think, yeah, it's just, you know, I think that's the most important thing in life. I think you start to think about time as quality.
Yes.
And you think of what time you give to other people as quality. And I think that is one thing that I've become a little bit more selfish on, which is in a good way, is for me, like, if it's to do with work, time is money, and family time is quality. Like,
Yes.
because you just, especially with the young ones, like, obviously all you guys know how fast they grow up. Like, every moment counts, doesn't it?
It does. And I don't think you go back into that old person. I think you evolve into a new one.
Yeah.
Like, I would not want
We
to
have
be
wisdom.
partying the way I partied before I had kids.
Are you sure about that?
Well, listen.
This girl
No.
could still go on till 5
but
in the
I
morning.
might do it once every 6 months. It's not going to be, I cannot do it every week. And that would affect my family life, my work life. I couldn't do that. And yeah, I was free. If I wanted to go and book a flight, I'd go and book a flight for a couple of days. We'd go and see a little city. That's the thing I do miss, is being able to just have that freedom. I mean, you can still do it, but it costs triple the money. I'm taking my 4 kids, 3 kids with me and a partner. It's just...
Who's your third then?
Debatable, that one.
What's your third kid?
I meant 2 kids and a partner.
I was like, 3 kids. I was like, you're not telling me something.
No, but it's still, you can't just get on a flight and go and then get upgraded to first class, which used to happen all the time, or business class. It's just different. Like, you can still take your kids on holiday, you can still have freedom. And my mum always said to me, Paisley, go travel the world, enjoy your life, do things before you consider having children. I mean, it does work both ways. Listen, I look at people that have found their sweethearts in their 20s. They've got with that person and they've gone on holidays as families, and I think that's equally as nice. And now they're living their life now with their partner. So I don't think either way is right or wrong. But I do feel torn inside, and it's trying to get that freedom back that I crave, because I am a free spirit, without affecting the family life.
Yeah. And
otherwise I'd just go backpacking.
I
with
think,
them all.
do you know what? I think it's our star sign. We are 2 sisters that hate to be pinned down. Like,
hate it. I cannot
we
stay in the
can
house
never
all
ever
day.
be with someone who's controlling, because
No.
me and you would just find a way of escaping.
I was though. I was. So you can, yeah, you do. You
not with your
escape.
current partner, but
no.
in past.
I think anyone you're with, you should be able to grow your wings with and fly together. I mean, you're going to have ups and
if
downs.
they pull you back, you know, you have to, that does happen. I've seen that a lot in relationships where the man talks women out of stuff.
They're so fearful of them being free that they try and bring them
I
down.
think that is a thing that you just have to rethink about what avenue you're going to go down.
Yes, and I think that's a lot of things as well. It causes PT. Is it PTSD? What is it? Postnatal depression. A lot of people look at their life after they've had children and think, I can't do that stuff anymore. And that's when they get postnatal depression as well.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a different pace of life. You slow down and live in the moment.
Yeah. And I'm going to obviously be honest with all of you. But yeah, I went through that just after having baby Lex. Like, I did hit a thing of postnatal, and I found it really hard to like do stuff. I was getting really bad anxiety, really bad dreams.
You kept that so hidden though.
I did keep it hidden, but it was eating me up inside a little bit, because it wasn't till I said to you, I said I keep having dreams of me dying, and the stuff where I keep trying to save the children. And I think now I understand what my body's going through, but at the time it was quite traumatic, because I'd wake up like pouring with sweat in the night, and I like said to Sal, my husband, I was like, I don't know what is going on, but I'm having dreams where I'm trying to save the children, like
it's your hormones, everything's changing after you have a baby.
And apparently, as also when you have your second, you've got even more to protect. So you've not just got your first one to protect, you've also got your second.
Yeah.
And I have really been in that fight or flight mode. And actually, even one of my good friends who I walk to school with every day, she would probably even tell you this, because my anxiety when we're like walking on the pavement with my Iona, I'm like, Iona, honestly, I'm like, Iona,
like,
get back here, get back here.
Calm down.
Oh, I don't know, because I am. And also, when I was younger, I got hit by a car. So I feel like subconsciously that for me is my biggest anxiety is the road, cars. So for me, like when I'm walking with her near a road, I'm like, you never walk on the outside of me, you always walk on the inside. And I'm always like,
those sort of things.
Because that happened to me, I've got a big fear of it. But yeah, like I've for me, I also need to start working out again and training.
That is one thing I think
we were talking about, weren't we?
Because obviously your body changes, but even like you're like, if I need to come with you to Reformer, mum needs to have legs.
Yeah.
You can't just book it and go.
Yeah, and this is where I'm really stuck at the moment, guys, because it's like, okay, I could get a personal trainer to come to me. Yes, I can, but I've still got to think about Lex, and I'm still breastfeeding. So it's I've not got that.
You're torn as well, because the more exercise you do, it dries you up a little bit.
Dries up. Yeah. So that's true, because when I did it with Iona, I started training, but I took Iona to my training place.
How did that go down?
Oh my God, yeah, I remember. But I used to literally do weights with her, and I used to, instead of the weights, I used to just do her as a baby, like lift her up and down, because she'd be like crying. But yeah, no, that is the thing where I'm a little bit torn at the moment. I'm not completely independent. He's still very dependent on me.
Exercise, and you obviously your career is being a dancer. Yeah, that for you is so important.
It's so hard, and I've never felt so weak in my body. Like I said to you, I rolled in the night last night, and I've pulled a bloody muscle, and I was thinking, this is so embarrassing. I've not even worked out. I've not even been on high walls, but I pulled a muscle from rolling over on the bed.
It's so funny,
and I was
isn't it?
Like, I literally cannot walk this morning.
If you were to go to the doctors, they'd probably prescribe you painkillers. You say, "No, I've got really bad back." But when you exercise, like since I've been doing Reformer, I've not felt anything like it, but it's really helping my whole body get back to my strong core after having a baby. But exercise just heals so much.
And also, not only that, I feel when you exercise and get stronger, like whether it's through weight training, Reformer, like you said, Pilates, when your body gets stronger, you can handle stuff.
I do
mentally, and I do feel
I feel like Lara Croft when I come out.
I feel like if someone flicked me, I'd like fly across the world.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, Lara Croft, eat your heart out. When I went to is it Children's Gladiators?
You're like becoming Lara Croft, and I'm becoming the.
I mean, I'm nowhere near my boobs are the size of melons, but yeah, it is helping me. But I've only just been able to do that since Sadie's gone to school. Mum did look after when we were staying at Mum's in between houses. I could go to the gym in the mornings, but I never felt truly relaxed, because I had to. We lived in Streatham. I had to get the kids to Wallenham, and I had to pack the school stuff on top of my gym stuff. I found it really stressful. I'd go to boxing, which really healed me, sorted it out. Freya, who came on here, amazing. But then I always felt like I couldn't go to the spa. I had to rush off because I felt guilty. Mum had the baby, like Sunny, or not Sunny, but Sadie. I had to get back quick because we were living at hers. I didn't want to take the mickey. So it was never really, it was always rushed.
Yeah, I know. And it is so hard. You can't fully get into it. Okay, right. This is when we would have £1 million. We'd probably get a nanny to help us out. But we're not at...
There's
at
no
the
way.
same time,
all those rich people don't have nannies or some help, because really our mum is our nanny. Yeah, she helps out so much.
She's amazing. And she is. But at the same time, we don't want to take the piss out of Mum. Like, it's just,
she still wants a life.
Yeah, and we've still. Her life is with us every day, though, guys. Just to
I don't know what she'd do without us. Really, she'd be lonely.
She is literally with us every day, poor Mum.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is. Yeah, we're so lucky to have her, to be honest. Like, But yeah, I think if you can afford a nanny, go for it, because if it gives you that hour in the day just to do a
Or friends,
workout,
utilize your friends. Say, if I
friends,
have your
yeah.
children for 1 hour, would you hold my children for an hour? Get little communities
My friend
going.
does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously she lives quite far from me, so she does that with her
And when
friends.
you're isolated, you can't do those sort of things. I put something on
Mm.
socials yesterday actually about raising villages with everybody.
Yeah,
So
that's it. What is the same for that again? You don't takes a village to
yeah,
raise.
it takes a village to raise a child, which it
Yeah,
does, doesn't it?
yeah, I love that saying.
And you know, we all crave for these big houses with gates. God, just
There's
trying to
like
build one at the
Paisley
moment.
dreaming right now.
But yeah, you isolate yourself in those gates because you don't have the help. Whereas people thrived off villages. And saying that, actually, the road that we live on now, our next door neighbour, she's always helpful. I can speak to her. All of our road is really friendly. We've got a little WhatsApp group, and I hate WhatsApp groups like that, but I'm part of it. And there is something to be said about that smaller community.
Yeah,
But we always
definitely.
strive in more. So I've let you know when I've strived for more, how it
Yeah, but I
feels.
feel like you always need a community with a baby. And that's what is nice about having like baby groups to go to. Like I actually didn't have that with Iona because it was COVID. I've not started anything with Lex right now because I've got you and Mum.
I think
Like
as
you are my
well,
community.
it's
But
your second child syndrome. It's nice to do all these sensory clubs. I mean, but they get enough sensory if you take them out every day. That's my
for
opinion.
me, I've just not got the time to do
If you
it.
haven't
I'm
got the
just trying to
money, just
juggle
go for a walk.
everything
They'll
at
get
the
enough
moment.
sensory out of that walk. It's
I
throw a little
actually like
ruffle on the
nature.
floor.
I actually like the nature. Put a little ruffle, a little bit of foil on
Yeah,
the
put a little
floor.
foil on the floor. Crunch them
That's
up.
a bit sensory.
So
Oh God.
yeah,
So I think as well, it's also decision making, isn't it? Like I think.
I could only cope with one thing a day when I had the babies, and I'm still getting to now my stress levels. Like what I feel like like my partner says, why are you getting so stressed? And I'm like, I don't know, but I can't handle the level of stress I used to handle in an office.
Yeah.
Something changes in your brain when you have kids,
Yeah,
doesn't it? Do you think?
100%,
Is it called? And that's what they
100%.
call it, baby brain.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, I
Yeah.
suppose they say looking after two kids is the equivalent of three full time or three part time.
I
I'd say
reckon it's
three
full
full
time.
time. So if you add in the mix of
Uh,
working, the stresses of deadlines, like for me, I find the pressure immense. Even just running the properties, I'm struggling. I don't want to struggle, but I am admitting that I don't know if it's an age thing where I'm getting older, but I'm not past it yet. I'm 44. Look, there's plenty of life left in me.
yeah.
Well, somebody
Party
once said
pays.
to me, you're
Party
getting on
pays
a
is
bit,
still
like
there.
you need to start settling and settling in one place. And I was like, fuck me, that's boring. I do not ever want to settle in one place. I have to have dreams and something to strive for.
Oh, always. I think that's the only thing, even like for me at the moment, like after having Lex, is my goals and dreams. Like
Yeah,
I've not
keeps you
given up on
going.
them. I've not given up on them. So I think that has been amazing.
Oh, what's the one thing, right,
Go
that
on.
you wore being pregnant or
Oh
categorized
no!
you,
Here we go.
right? That where you completely lost your identity as Isla.
Okay. Well, number one, I really feel like these bloody breastfeeding tops are the most ugliest thing ever. I literally looked online at nice breastfeeding tops because you know where you could just whip your boob out and just clip them.
Yeah.
I cannot find
Serafina?
any that are not bloody frumpy. I even find Serafina. Sorry, I find some of the. I can't.
You're like, I've just
Oh
bought
my
a Serafina
gosh!
top.
I thought like
Even though-
Serafina. I've tried everything, but they're not really me. Like
They're not you because
I
this is you. This is you.
I like
funky,
bright
colours.
colours. I mean, I'm dressed in black
I mean,
right
you are
now.
you've got your nails done. I mean, look, I've
Yeah.
still not got my nails done
No,
today.
this is my good friend.
Yes,
I
amazing
started in when was it? November to get them done, and she does it once a month.
They're lovely.
She was like, "You have to book in." So every time I have them done, I book them in because I would get them done normally like once a year, and all my friends are like, "Isla, come on, man, you need to get your nails done," because they were looking so bad. They were like all different lengths. Oh, honestly, guys, my nails were not good. So I've now got Biab on them, and she does them every month now. Biab is cool. So these are my real nails, and then it's a coat over it.
For me,
my God, it's actually probably one of the best things I've done. It makes me feel so good when I look at my hands
I'm
now.
not putting my hands
because
up.
they look really manly before.
I've been ripping out floors.
Yeah,
Well, I haven't personally. I've been directing.
It made me laugh so much the other day. Me and Paisley went to a shop and she said, the only thing that my money's going on at the moment is tips and bins. She said, that's a present for me. I was like laughing.
What else have I paid for? Skips, surveys, literally. You're like, oh, I could have bought Hermes with that. Like, fucking stamp duty is the price of one of those, probably, is it Kelly bag? I don't know the names of them, but those Hermes bags are about 35k.
Listen, yours went on a skip. It was much better. To be honest, the stuff in the skip probably could have paid for a Hermes bag.
It's gone to the tax man.
Yeah,
God. So I don't know.
Well, can I just tell you what I remember you in?
I know what you're going to say. I know.
Paisley, I think,
I gave
wore
it to
this,
you.
and I was like, I just cannot physically, right? So when she was pregnant, and after she had the baby,
this glamorous one,
she was
little bump, heels on. Fuck me.
She wore these Skechers flip-flops and blue leggings like throughout the birth, but then she wore it after having the baby, and I was like, yeah, I said to you, Paige, mate, you've got to get rid of them blue leggings.
The comfiest leggings. They were from George Asda.
And then she passed them to me, and I was like, I can't face wearing them. I've seen you in them for 2 years.
Sadie absolutely destroyed my body, and I was waddling, and I was like, this is not the image I had in my head. I even actually, on my vision boards, when I look back, there's this, funny enough, that image now is what I've created. There were two like tanned children, like Italian, or sort of, I've always liked like the Arabian, Mediterranean side, and I've ended up with two children, that I suppose are mixed. They're half Turkish. So when I look at those pictures, they look very similar to that one I put on my vision board years back when I was in the bedroom.
Actually remember that as well.
But the lady, I mean, nothing like me. Dark jet hair, well, brown hair, beautiful heels, work suit. I mean, I couldn't be far from it. I mean, even now, I'm in like.
Listen, but this is where you've evolved.
Evolved, and I'm still evolving, because I'm like, who am I now? What do I wear? Because when I was in London, I liked to dress. I never worked for corporates. I always worked for like media, sort of techie companies. So it was like, wear what you want, but I'm still struggling, like, who I am. Like, some days I go smart, some days I go casual.
Do you know what? I'm the same. Like, I feel like at the moment I've gone completely relaxation.
But that's,
like,
you've always
joggers,
been kind of this
leggings.
I've never seen you in a suit.
I actually did buy one, and I sold it on Vintage like a couple of months ago.
I
bought it for judging,
and I've never seen you wear beige.
I felt like not me.
You're not a Molly May, like beige and white, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm more like pink, orange, purple.
Hence our branding.
Yeah, and
I sort of swerve towards the beige. You're like, no,
we need to go burn. We're burnt out. And I love all bright colours. However, on a normal day, I like to wear black. I think after the baby, I think where I've put on a few bumps and flumps.
Yeah, it does make. I think it makes you. I remember I dated this guy when I was at teenagers, and I always used to wear black. And he went, "Why do you always wear black?" It was all from like, do you remember Morgan?
Yeah.
I mean, that was like £60 a top. That was a lot back then.
I had that top. You gave it to me after.
Did I?
It was like a black
like a
top
size
with
6.
like white Morgan, right? And I loved it as well.
Boob now, but I felt so sexy in it.
Where did that go? Did we sell it at Cabo?
I don't know, but you nicked my Moschino belt and my Burberry scarf to this, and
Burberry
do you remember that Burberry scarf?
No, I gave that back to you.
No, well, they've gone. They were bought. Do you remember in was it Oxford Street? What was that name? Was it
Yeah, you had a lot of nice designs.
Yellow Versace trousers, because we used to go raving in the trousers. I had these Morgan shoes that looked like Moschino. Oh, I loved them to death.
I had Moschino shoes. I had Patrick Cox as well. Yeah, I remember your Patrick Cox.
Oh, I loved it.
Oh, them days. See, this is when I think it's nice to like reminisce on.
I couldn't wear that now though.
I mean, like, come on though, do we spend that much on clothes now? No,
I wouldn't even dream of it.
I used to like buy. Honestly, really I remember. I think the most I paid for trainers was like £140. I was like, my trainers now are like no more than 50, and it's really hard to find trainers for less than 50. It has to be in the sale from Outlet.
I mean, that, I think the one defining moment was when I went into Skechers, and I always used to take the mickey out of Skechers when I was pregnant, and I bought
So
those sliders
funny.
with diamantes on. However, I am a converted Skechers fan. They are the most comfortable shoes you'll ever have going. I don't know if I'd swerve to the trainers, but for mum, they're amazing. If you ever tried a pair of
Do you know what
Skechers, they're
though?
so
Some
comfy.
nice. I quite
I've
like
got the
the
flip
Sketcher
flops.
ones.
Yeah,
This
Skechers flip
I've
flops.
seen a lady wear some Sketcher
It's
trainers,
all
and they
about
actually look quite cool. You
all
know.
about comfort.
Yeah, they actually look quite cool. They're like black and white, but they're like quite young
They're
looking
quirky,
ones.
and mine have got all
I quite like
diamantes on.
them.
However, I am still prone to like a Prada shoe or a Gucci. Like I do like. See, I go all ends of the spectrum.
But Paisley, you did
All
fashion,
ends.
didn't you? So you studied fashion. So you've always been like into that. Because Paisley will come and she's like, "Oh, do you like this jumper?" And I'm like, "That's well nice. What's that?" And she's like, "Oh, have you not heard of this design?" And I'm like, "Oh no." I need
It
to
was
do
different though.
yeah.
At my fashion college, like I wouldn't wear stuff like this. It would be
Quite quirky.
they were like all, I suppose the bit we were doing like fashion designers. So you had the new Vivienne Westwoods, that they were all very funky. I did fashion marketing. Well, I started off making clothes. That was the worst decision I'd ever made. Mum was I just, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Sewing, it's not for me.
I just like when guys, also, I did a hairdressing course and I think I was the world's worst hairdresser that could be created.
I mean, and this is all part of finding yourself, right?
I know.
Trying
And
things.
also, when I was dancing, Mum was like, you always need a backup career. You need a backup career. You need a backup career. So I did an evening course of hairdressing. God knows how I did it. This is the thing when you're young. You have all the energy. So I was dancing all day.
Yeah.
And then I would take my dinner in a plastic thing like pasta on a Tuesday and Thursday evening. So after dancing all day, 6 o'clock, I would then go on a course from 6 till 9. I don't not know how I did it. I had my dinner on the way to the course. I
struggled to do a couple of hours.
Oh my God.
Intense work.
But anyway, that for me was a waste of time because I was literally the worst hairdresser. And also when we had to bring in our own clients then. The only client I had was Mum. No one else would trust me. And I think
you asked me, and I said,
when Mum, we did the dye on her hair. Anyway, as the teacher was coming round to mark us all, as I was putting the dye on her hair, it was all dripping down her face. And I was like, and Mum was like, Isla, it's going to go in my ear and my eye. And I was like, shut up. I was like, shut up, Mum, shut up. And I was like trying to wipe it all off her head. And I was like, don't say anything, Mum. And I had all these tissues on the floor trying to like wipe off all the dye. Yeah, Nan, yeah, the perm didn't take to her hair.
Well, at least you're good at dancing. You've done well at dancing, so you don't need a backup career.
And I actually dyed a girl's hair. I had highlights. I did highlights. This was just when I passed, and I thought, well, yeah, I can do highlights. Yeah, I've trained for it for 2 years. Anyway, it went orange, didn't it? And we were putting. Oh my God.
Is this when you get the free trials that come in to do your hair?
Oh my God. It actually went orange and I had to put a high lift tint on it. Oh, Paisley, I feel like...
I remember those stages vaguely.
I feel like I ruined their hair. So guys, I'm just warning you now, just don't come to me to get your hair
It's all right, you're not doing hair.
I'm not doing it anymore.
I remember when I employed you to do a wedding with me when I was doing makeup, I was getting see, that's another, I feel like I've got multiple personalities. Like that was my makeup creative area. Now I've gone back into my property, like head on
finding yourself,
finding myself. So
it's I think it takes a bit of time.
Because I said to you, what am I going to do? And she goes, Scott, it's not. I would not want to go back into a corporate career or another. I couldn't handle it. What with my partner working as well, we wouldn't be able to do it between us. I need to be around for the children. But naturally, stuff has filled those spaces and happened actually, weirdly enough. So I feel like when you do get back to yourself, the resentment slowly fades away, not in a bad way, but I feel like when you first have those kids, and nobody's going to admit to this, but I feel like a lot of post-traumatic, the aftermath
PTSD
is
postnatal.
You do get a little bit of resentment and you feel guilt because you can't do the things that you don't get the free time, even going to the
Yeah.
toilet on your own.
Yeah,
I mean, it
remember
doesn't
that.
last long. It's just a period of your life, isn't it? Then
Yeah.
it fades away.
Yeah, no,
But
100% I agree. That does genuinely happen. And I think the guilt from what I felt was guilt from my other little girl when I had Lex. Like, this wasn't even long ago, guys, when I felt this. This is like literally just when I had Lex. I think that's literally gone now.
yeah, it
But
goes.
it does go, but you can't help it. It's so natural. So what we're saying to you guys is you're not alone. If you felt any of these things that we're talking about,
It's normal.
you're not alone. It's normal. And I think that's what we wanted to get the message across to you all today. It is normal to feel like that.
And try and think of one thing that might help you find yourself again, even when you're in the trenches of the baby eras. Maybe even just, I mean, I couldn't even read a book. I'm only just starting to read books, and that was
No.
part of my life
Yeah.
before. I used to read books all the time on the train. Listen to a little audio book when
you just got to switch the things that you would usually do.
Yeah.
Like you said with a book, like, but now because of the children, you changed it. You've got that option to change it to an audio book now. So it's like little things like that.
Time, and they come back slowly. Like even exercise, start off with walking. I'm only doing reformer now after 7 years.
Yeah, and I think for me, my exercise at the moment is walking. I would like to, that is one thing I would like to do, is get back into starting my strengthening stuff, just because I feel
you're not
like
missing anything by not going out. You can't do that era with your friends. You've got your children that you can enjoy.
Listen,
you can go out with your friends all day.
You'll never, this time with your children, you'll never get back. It's literally, it's so much for a short time. And when you're they go to school, when they get teenagers, you can't take that time back of that young time. And so I feel like that's a good thought to have in your head. You're never going to get this time back.
And you want to avoid burnout, because if you're burnt out, you can't look after your children.
Yes.
And this is why we're here, because even though we still feel a little bit frazzled, it's just adapting your lifestyle when you have children.
Yeah.
I think. And trying to fit in work, because I think it's good to work, have goals, but just how you manage and juggle the whole thing without feeling that guilt and resentment, and rediscovering the joy of doing new things, if you can, like little snippets.
Yeah, and I think really importantly to have goals.
Hobbies.
And, goals and stuff and hobbies. I mean, my hobbies are all on hold at the moment, because I love going dancing. I love doing that. So, but
that will come.
Yeah, that will come. And I know that in my head that I'll be able to get back to that soon. But I think for me, the goals has really kept me going, and also manifesting stuff, because I'll talk about this on another podcast about our nervous systems, but my nervous system was very unaligned when I just had the baby. So I had to work out ways of getting my nervous system back to like me again.
Yeah. But your identity isn't gone. It's just buried for the time being when you're in the trance of babyhood. So just small steps count, and the new you will come.
Yeah. And look, that's exciting.
Yes.
It's exciting.
I'm coming into that era now.
Like
you're in it.
As you've had your children, it's like earning a medal. Like it's, you like you said, you go through the trenches, you earn the medals. Like as you get older, you get more wisdom. Like children will teach you stuff. They'll teach you patience. They definitely will teach you patience.
Definitely.
They'll teach you understanding. They teach you so many things in walks of life. So I
you're
think
not alone.
Yeah, great.
If you're feeling lost right now, it's normal. And you will come out the other side, and you will find you again. And if you don't know who you is, just start doing trying new things to rediscover the new you. I don't think you ever go back to completely the old you, but you might discover you like things that you never liked before: sewing, crocheting.
I don't know.
I was debating it the other day. I was thinking, I want to start.
Has actually come back in though.
On the train, and I was thinking, I want to start something like this. Now I've got more free time where I'm not drinking, partying. I'm filling it with really good stuff.
I love it. So guys, we hope that has inspired you today. Don't forget, this feeling is so common. It's so common, like more than what you guys think
around the world.
Yeah, you'll
take some time.
find yourself again, and this is just a period of time. So we hope you enjoyed listening today. Please download our podcast. It really helps with our stats and our numbers, and we really hope you enjoyed listening.
Bye.
Bye. Have a nice day. If you're loving the show, don't forget to download our latest episodes. It helps us a ton by boosting the show and making sure more people find us.
Plus, you can listen anytime, anywhere, even offline.
And while you're at it, make sure to follow us on Spotify so you never miss a new drop.
Want even more behind-the-scenes content? Follow us on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok at Burnout Mamas, one word, for exclusive clips, updates and fun extras.
Hit that follow button, send us a message, and let's keep the Burnout Mamas community going.